Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Eve from Delta Properties, and today we're going to be discussing about economic recovery. The main reason for this discussion is because 2020 has been hard, not only on Kenya but even around the globe. So joining me is our regional expert, Mr. Abdiaziz Njego, and also doubles up as our marketing research analyst. Karibu, Mr. Njego.
Thank you so much. I'm honored to be with you.
Karibu. So, can you take us through your opinion of the current economic status?
Well, the current economic status is we are in a recession. The entire globe, the world has been affected by this pandemic. So as you can see, most of the economies are in a downturn.
Okay. All right. So, tell me more about the challenges that this has caused.
Well, this pandemic has caused a lot of challenges. One, as you can see, and it's evident with the deaths. Most countries, the US, Italy, have been heavily hit by this virus. Kenya as well has been hit hard by this virus. But when we're focusing our point to Africa, this virus has deeply affected the livelihoods and the economy. So one of it is the massive loss of jobs. As you can see, around 1.2 million in Nairobi only have lost their job. Also, as you can see, there is loss of wealth. The Nairobi Stock Exchange market has experienced a huge downturn. Investors have lost their money because the shares are below the market capitalization rate. Another thing is the education sector has been affected. As you can see, schools have been closed since March till now. So those people who had maybe invested in education, like private schools, have been deeply affected. Yeah, that's
Okay. So now, what challenges has the government put in place for this?
Okay, the government has rolled down measures. They have actually called it the COVID-19 economic stimulus package. So this stimulus package focuses on 8 points. As you can see, one of these points is the tourism sector. So in the tourism sector, government has given out soft loans to those who have ventured in hotels and tourism related sector. So this is to encourage investors and also to caution them against the effect that have caused by this virus. And another thing is about the credit guarantee policy that the government has focused on. The government has given 3 billion Kenya shillings to act as seed capital, for guarantee to the SMEs. Another key point that the government has focused on is the infrastructure. As you can see, the infrastructure, they've rolled out around 3 billion for the roads, the dams. And also, as you can see, this virus has come concurrently with the locust invasion. It has also, we have been having floods in the country. So the government has took that initiative to repair the damaged roads and also to mitigate on the floods. Also on the 8-point case, the stimulus package is on the agriculture. As you can see, the agriculture is the backbone of this country. Most people rely on agriculture. So the government came in and offered 3 billion. That is to target around 200,000 farmers to the e-voucher system, whereby now they'll be giving a subsidy on those farm inputs. So basically, we'll have to lower the cost of production. Another thing that the government has focused on is on the manufacturing. That is on the manufacture of the locally produced cars. As you can see, it has rolled around 850 million, whereby it's an initiative that is called Buy Kenya, Build Kenya. All that is to actually jumpstart the economy, to reinvigorate the economy, to bring back to needs so that the citizen can actually not deeply affected.
Okay, that's actually very commendable.
Yeah.
All right. So I'd just like you to take it down a bit, narrowing it down to the real estate industry. How has it been affected?
Well, the real estate industry, as you can see, is one of the critical industries in Kenya, and it majorly focuses on the disposable income. So, as you can see, many people have lost their jobs, so there is a challenge on this disposable income. So as we can take it to the projects, the real estate projects. You can see some of them, there were some delays actually when when the borders were closed. The getting materials was a challenge actually. So it caused some delays. Another thing is about the workers. Basically, you can't we had to reduce the numbers of workers on site so that we can go in line with the COVID-19 measures. Another thing that has affected us is the business hours being reduced from 9 to 3. During that time, some people were actually forced to work from home. It was a new idea. People were not used to it. So before people adapting that, it deeply affected us. So the real estate was quite affected because it's not left out.
Okay.
Yeah, it was left out.
All right. So just take me through what is next for real estate. What is next in the real estate industry?
Okay. Hope is still there, and despite this COVID-19 situation, we can say we've seen a couple of investors, those people who are taking they're taking advantage of this current situation. You can see they have rushed into buying properties because most of them are undervalued. Another thing is because most investors were trying to shift their focus from investing on stocks and bonds, so they were looking for alternative investment strategies. And as you can see, private real estate is one of them. So most investors were encouraged to go and purchase these homes. Another thing is about the mortgage. The mortgage interest rates have been recorded very low for the last 20 years. So this has encouraged those people who are still retaining some jobs to opt and go and buy some homes through mortgage purchase. Another way, you can see some company has diversified some strategies on which they can help buyers or first-time home buyers to come and actually buy homes with them. So basically, in real estate, things are quite stable.
Okay.
Yeah, things are quite stable.
Alright, that's good. So taking it back to Delta, for example, I understand you have a 0% interest rate. How is that actually?
Basically, with Delta Properties, we are trying to provide affordable housing. As you can see, we have an 8 years payment plan. The 8 years payment plan is at 0% interest. So this 8-year payment plan actually focuses on two aspects. One is during the construction, and the other one is during the occupation. So during the construction period, we are giving our clients up to 2.5 years. Then thereafter, for the next 5.5 years or 6 years, the clients are on their house, so they are paying the installments while in their house. Another key thing about Delta Properties is the aspect of 0% interest. Basically, right now, as you can see, the mortgage interest are down, but that does not mean that still some financial institutions are charging interest. With us, we work through a 0%. It's a form of like a partnership arrangement. So basically, with Delta, we aim to add value to living.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yes.
All right. So actually, this shows that it's still a good place to invest in the real estate industry.
Yes, definitely. It's a good place to invest in the real estate industry.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you so much for joining us. Based on the interest of time, I would like to cut you short, but we shall be having another session for this. So because of the interest of time, we shall definitely be having a second session for this. This conversation has actually been very enlightening. I believe there's actually light at the end of the tunnel. So are you home and wondering how you can own a house? Look no further. Our experts here should be able to advise you. Feel free to reach us on our numbers, which are on the screen. Also be able to check our website at www.deltaproperties.com. You can also be able to visit us in our offices at Parklands anytime at your convenience. We've been able to put the COVID-19 measures in place. So I want to also remind you to keep safe, sanitize regularly, wash your hands frequently, maintain social distancing, and wear a mask. Together, we shall overcome.